What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create this amazing birthday flyer. So without much I say, let's get into it. Now let's create our new document by going to File, New, and maintain these settings here and click Create. Okay, so let's go to Adjustment Layer and select Gradient, and I'm going to show you the hex code of this color. Okay, so this is the hex code. You can copy that, hit OK. Now let's change the color of this one, and I'm typing in the hex code. We have 70B1 and ED. Okay, so I'm going to type in that and just hit OK. Make sure you set the opacity to 100 like that and hit OK. So let's make some changes here. Now I'm going to turn the scale to 75, and I'm going to change the angle to 82. Okay, 82.83, and from here I'm going to change the start to radial and change it to reverse like that, and we are good. So let's bring in our first texture, that is the stars. Okay, and I'm going to expand it to fit the canvas like that. Now I'm going to change the blending mode of this texture. I'm changing it to soft light. Okay, good. Now let's bring in another file, that is this texture, and this one I'm going to change the blending mode to soft light again and change the opacity to just 5%. Good. So with this one I'll expand it a little bit and position it here. I just want some few parts to be shown in the work, so I'm just doing that. I don't want the background to be too busy. Okay, so whenever you are creating, don't make your background too busy. Okay, so I'm just going to max it out. Okay, I just created layer max and I'm painting black with my brush tool on the max. Okay, so it is removing that part from there. All right, good. So I think I now like what I see. Okay, so let's unlock this and hold shift to select all and just group them. So I'm calling it BG. Okay, and that's our background. Now I'm going to bring in the first subject. Okay, the first model here, and with this I'm going to rasterize it like that, and just come to my property panel and select remove background. So Photoshop is just going to do its magic and just cut the picture for me. Good. Now with this one I'll convert it to small objects like that and just scale it down. Okay, just place it here. Okay, very nicely, and just make sure that you are putting it at the right place, right? So with this one I'm going to max it. Okay, and just with my brush tool, let me make sure I reduce the mouth a little bit, and I'm using soft round brush, please. So make sure you use soft round brush and just scale it. Just brush it. Okay, and my flow is just 77, so I'm not using 100%. I don't want the fading to be hard or harsh. Okay, I want it to be smooth. You know what I'm trying to say. Good. Now with this second picture, the selection will be complex, so I'm going to use my object selection tool. Okay, now with the object selection tool you can just click on the object that you see. So here we can see human and what chair. I know someone will argue that human is not object but that's how the Photoshop takes it. Okay, so make sure you're adding selection. Okay, so once you selected the human, you click on the chair and it will select as well. All right, now what we can do is I'll come and create layer mask and it will just cut it out for us. You see, now this is looking good. So I'll convert it to smart object again and just position it right here. Okay, so I just want to double check and see if I'm getting the position right. So I'll come to our previous work and just check. All right, so I think I have to make some adjustment. Okay, so I'll just scale it up like that, and let me see it again. Okay, so I think I have to push it to the right a little bit like that, and also this one as well, scale it up a little bit like that. Yeah, I think we are doing good. Yep. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is that I will group them. Okay, I'll select everything and just group them. You know, it is good to organize your layer because it makes navigation very simple. Okay, so just group that and create new layer like this. Now I'm going to name this new layer shadow. Okay, because I want to create some shadow under this image. Okay, it's like the chair and the person is floating in the design, so I want to create shadow so that it will blend and make it realistic. So I'm going to change my color to black, and with my brush tool I'm going to change the size of it. I'm going to make it very small like that, and I'll just make a click. Okay, so for this one I'll hold shift and I will bring it down like that. Okay, I'll bring it down like that, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to position it under the legs of the chair. Okay, so sometimes you need to turn off your show transform control so that you can see what you are doing. Okay, so if it needs some adjustment, then you just do that. So you will see me turning on and off the show transform control. Okay, now let's duplicate this one more and just put it under the next leg. So basically that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'll be duplicating it and position it at the legs of the chair. Okay, so I think I have to do one for the other one like that. Okay, so I'm just doing that. Okay, in normal sense I could have forwarded this, but I think like some are beginners, so they need to know every step that I take in my design. So that's why I'm just keeping. I wanted to speed it up, but so those of you who already know it, you just have to forgive me for wasting your time here. But I want everybody to enjoy from my video. Okay, so let's just expand it. Nope, let's expand it like that and just put it under the shoe. Okay, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe to my channel because there are more tutorials that I'll be bringing out for you guys, so make sure you subscribe. All right, so let's duplicate it one more time and just put it right here. Okay, now this one, let me see, I think everything is okay. So let's group all the shadows. Okay, so select the first one and come to the last one, hold shift, select that and just group it as I have done it. Okay, so with this one I'm going to bring down the opacity to somewhere 90. Okay, so let me type 90. Good. Yeah, we are looking good. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make the picture blend with the background, because it is not blending at all. So let me show you my trick. Now I'll go to adjustment layer and I'll select solid color. Okay, now I'm going to pick this color from my swatches. Anyway, you can go to Windows and select swatches if you don't have it. So this is the hex code and it's a color we've already used, right? So I'll convert it to small object as I've done it and go to filter. Okay, now nope, I'm not selecting Gaussian blur. Sorry for that. I'm going to filter, blur, and average. You can make mistake. Nobody is perfect, right? So let me change the blending mode to soft light like that, and just right click and select clipping mask. Now you can see, right? So we have clip maxed it to the model folder, and let's select blending option. Now here we are going to make some small adjustments, right? So let's come to underline layer and just move this, hold Alt and divide the handle, and here you just have to adjust things. Okay, just adjust things like that to your liking. So whilst you are doing it, be checking the image. If you get the color you want, then you are good to go. Okay, so I think this is okay for me, and just see before and after. Now it is blending very beautiful. So with this one, what we going to do next is you're going to bring in our text. Okay, let's do some text, and I'm going to select basement font. Okay, I'll put the font in the description so that you download. Okay, so we change the color to white and we just type birthday. For me, I just show everything that I do in my work. Sometimes people have to make it right always, so that when you are learning it, you feel like I'm making mistakes. No, I show everything. I just want you to know that I can make mistake. Everybody can make mistake. Okay, all right, so let me bring this one closer to the image. By the way, the layer is beneath the model folder. Okay, so it is hiding it. All right, so I'm just duplicating it like that, and I mean you can just hold Alt to duplicate it. Now let's add some shadow. Drop shadow. Okay, now sorry, with this one I'm going to maintain settings like this and just hit OK. Now with the same thing, I mean the next text to do the same, just maintain the settings and hit OK. So with this one I'm going to change the text to happy, so it is happy birthday. Okay, and I'm going to change the font. Here in my property panel, I'm going to select black mango. Don't worry, I'll put everything in the description for you to download. Black mango basement is my favorite font. I really use them a lot. Okay, once you start following me, you will see that I've been using this font in my works most of the time. So I'll give you a link to download. I mean, I would put it in the description for you to download. Okay, all right, it's a free font. All right, good. So I'm just positioning them like that, and I think we are good. All right, so we are going to bring this cake, okay, this image that I got from Pinterest. Okay, so Pinterest is a place that I get some of my materials from. Okay, good. So I'm just positioning it here and bring it down, okay, to put it under the text. Okay, so that I want the Y to be on top of the cake. Okay, so that you won't see that side of the cake. Okay, and just position it how I'm doing it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is that we are going to bring in this flower. Okay, now I'm going to cut the black background. Okay, now this is a simple it's a simple image, so we can just cut it using the normal cutout we do. So I'm just grouping the text. Okay, organization is very important, trust me, it's very important. So just make sure you organize your things in the layer panel. Okay, so let's rasterize this and just hit remove background. Photoshop is just going to cut it out. When the selection is complex, you use the selection, the object selection tool, and sometimes you just have to select it manually using the pen tool or the rest of the selection tool. Okay, so now look at this. I'm going to draw a rectangle. So this is how I easily change the color of any object that I want. Okay, so I'm selecting this color and I'm creating a box. Okay, so let me show you the hex code. It's the color we have been using. All right, so I'll just click mask this to the object and I'll change the blending mode to hue. Now it's not always hue, sometimes it can be any of the blending modes, so just go through the one that you think is good. Okay, sometimes you have to go to multiply and change the opacity. Just play with it and you get it. Now let's group this and let's call it flower. Okay, so and let's convert it to small object like that. We are going to filter and we're going to add some Gaussian blur. Okay, and maintain the radius, that is 3.5. okay, good. Now let's bring this one down here. Please, as you are watching, make sure you learn the techniques, okay, because you can use these techniques in your future project, and that is the essence of watching the video, not just to create the same design as I'm doing, but make sure you take note of some techniques. Example, how to blend the image with the background, how to change the color of an object, how to put in text, how to change color, how to blur things out. That's what I'm talking about, you understand? Okay, so I think we are doing pretty much well with our design. And sorry, I need some water. You see, I'm tired. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm doing all this for you, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video. Okay, so I'm just being real, you know what I mean? Okay, so we are going to draw a line. Okay, so you have to change the color of the stroke. Line is about stroke, so if you are drawing a line with no stroke, it won't really show. So make sure whenever you are drawing a line, you bring your stroke. Okay, good. So I think, no, let me delete it and bring in a square, a rectangle. Okay, because I think drawing the line will be complex, so it will give us a lot of work. So let's do it with a rectangle. Okay, and just curve the edges like that. Good. So this is where we are going to put our text. Okay, some sort of wish. All right, so I'm changing the stroke size to 2 like that so that we can see. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to rasterize this layer. Okay, and with my marquee tool, rectangular marquee tool, I'm just going to select this part and I will just hit the delete button or the backspace, and it's just going to cut that for me, you understand? Good. So hit Ctrl D to deselect and here we go. So just put this thing in your mind. You can just cut some parts of shapes by rasterizing it and using any of the selection tool to cut it. It's just simple as that. So you put it under the model layer like that, and the last thing to do is to bring in our text. So I'm just going to create a text box like this, okay? And I mean, you can type it, but I'm not going to type it. I don't want to waste your time, so just go here and just move it. All right, so I'll just click and hold the box text like that, that is the folder, and just bring it here like that, okay? And I'm going to position it there. You see, I showed you how you can create a text box, okay? So that's the same thing. I just don't want to waste your time, okay? So I'm making sure that I'm selecting the line here, and I'm just positioning it where A needs to be, okay? So use my arrow key to adjust things up a little bit like that, and I think I need to wait a minute. Okay, so okay. So let's select this rectangular tool, this rectangle shape, and just delete it. I think I want the line but not the rectangle, okay? So that we can have enough room. Please, whenever you're creating, make sure that you don't clutter the design. Make it very simple and clean. All right, so I think we are doing pretty much well. We are looking good. Let's try to bring this one up a little bit. Now I have to bring the flower on top of the box text because I want the flower to be on top of it. That's how layer also works, okay? So with this one, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to we are doing fine, so I'm going to bring in this smoke, okay? The smoke, then here, and I'm just going to reduce the opacity way down, okay? Reducing it somewhere here, okay? And I'm going to bring it down because I want it to affect the background, not the image, our subject, okay? So I'm just going to select my brush tool and just increase the size of my brush, okay? sorry for that. Okay, and I'm just going to paint it, okay? Just paint some part that I don't want to show. I just want to blend with the background, so I'm just painting with a flow of 77, and we are almost done with the work, okay? So you see I was coughing and all that. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. This is our work. I hope you like it. Just share, subscribe, like the video, and turn on the notification, okay, so that any future video you get a notification on your device. So thank you for being part of this tutorial. I really appreciate you. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.